Did I pick the wrong ETFs to become a millionaire? Do you even know what you're talking about? I don't know, but we're going to talk about it today in this video of the Millionaire Dad Project. A quick recap on what the Millionaire Dad Project is. I'm going from $0 to $1 million because you know what? I don't have a retirement. I'm an idiot. Here's the plan. So you can see this chart. Year 1, we're going to invest $1,000 a month. Then we go into year 2, that doubles. Year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6, year 7, year 10. We're investing over $12,000 a month. I don't have $12,000 a month, but we're going to get to that. So let's get back to the plan because I had an amazing person from the comments from our first video ask, hey, could you give us a little bit more information about why you did what you did, why you're choosing these, and, hey, what do you do? So that's what we're going to do. So as you can see, first off, we've got these investments, and the idea here is over a 10-year period, going to invest, starting for the first year, $1,000 a month, then scale up, double that, triple that, etc., up to 10 years. Then you get this really cool layout from our guy in the comments, who I could have done it better myself. So he put this together. You can see the total invested, $681,000. And after the 10 years, if we follow this plan, we should get to, a little over $1 million. So one of the next questions was, what do I do for a living? Because $1,000 is a lot a month to start investing. Well, I'm a voice actor. I work for myself at home. This is my home studio. I record my voiceovers in there. Yes, I love my job. I've been doing that for a little over 8 years now. I love it. I wouldn't have it done any other way. So I decided that maybe, for these first 12 months, I'm going to eat PB&Js a little bit more. I could lose some weight. I could definitely lose some weight. And I'm going to take that money and invest in this Millionaire Dad Project. So now let's go take a look at why I chose what I chose for the portfolio for the ETFs. First one is VOO. VOO, Vanguard 500 Index Fund ETF. I'm really excited about this one because I've been tracking this for a long time myself personally, and I love this fund. I've wanted to invest in it forever. That's again why I said I started doing this Millionaire Dad Project, and I really think VOO is a great option. The growth has been incredible. It's been plus 10% more. I think this year has been insane how much growth it's been. It's way over 10% growth. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's over 12, 13%. It's a lot. But it's done extremely well since the very beginning. So VOO is going to be look at the numbers. It's really fantastic. It's going to be the vehicle, the base of our entire portfolio. Now we're going to talk about one of our dividend funds, SCHD from Schwab. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. The Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. I chose this one because I wanted a strong ETF with good dividends, and this ETF tracks, you can kind of see here the holdings. It has 102 holdings, and basically it tracks large cap stocks who pay really good dividends, and it has a really good track record of increasing its dividend every single quarter, etc. So I really like that for this purpose, and it's had a good go, meaning like it's gone up in value. So the overall return has been good, as well as the income. The dividend is paying around 3.72% right now. So I really like this one for the security of it, for the dividend, and also I like the fact that it's affordable. I'm not gonna lie, it's $27.73. I like that. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is JEPI. That's our income ETF. It pays monthly. It's from JP Morgan. It's at around 8%, a little bit above 8%. I love this. I love income type of funds. just because I love the idea of them, because like they're going to pay monthly, and this gives us an opportunity to actually make monthly income, and I think it's going to be really cool. I picked it for the purpose of this channel and us getting like monthly updates, monthly income money. So I'm really excited about that. And there's some other funds we're going to talk about that I might be shifting my idea to invest in besides JEPI. So now we're going to talk about the JP Morgan Equity ETF. This is our income ETF. Basically, this pays monthly. It tracks a bunch of, like I said before, a bunch of holdings in the S&P 500. So you've got two plays here. It generates income, which means it pays you monthly, and you also have the annualized return of holding this ETF. We've got a couple other ones I'm looking at. I'm also looking at the Goldman Sachs ETF. This one has, again, a little over 8%. And I'm also looking at the NEO's S&P 500 High Income ETF. This one is paying over 11%, which is amazing. Some of the things I'm reading, however, though, are saying that the JP Morgan Equity Premium Fund, like you come down here, this has got a B rating, this has got an A rating, this has got a B rating. I will look into this more about what these are, but clearly A would be better. But I was looking at another article or here from Seeking Alpha, and they were talking about the fact that JP Morgan Equity Fund is not being run as well as, for example, the Goldman Sachs, and the return on this has been not as good as the Goldman Sachs return, and it is following the S&P 500. So because we've had such an incredible return on the S&P 500, it should be better. But we're going to be looking at these, and these are the income ETFs I'm looking at for the portfolio. I do want to take a quick moment to say I have no idea if this is going to work. I mean, the numbers work, as you guys saw earlier in the video when you planned it out. But again, I have no idea picking these ETFs. They look good. They sound good. People say good things about them, but time will tell. So, again, I'm not a professional. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. I hope it does. And I think we're going to do well if we can keep it up. Now, let's go ahead and talk about VTI, which I'm really excited about. This is an ETF that tracks the entire stock market, and the reason I wanted to do that is because I wanted to show on the channel like a play between the S&P 500, the large cap stocks, compared to a play on the entire stock market, like small cap, mid cap, high cap, big cap stocks. I wanted to show that contrast and to see how they do comparatively speaking, and we can see that on the channel. So let's take a look at that. VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market Indexed Fund. I'm really excited about this one because honestly, I've been following VOO for a while. Like I said earlier on, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and now we're doing this with the Millionaire Dad Project. But I've never really looked into tracking the entire stock market, and I think for the channel it'll be pretty cool to go through and track everything from the small to mid to large cap, and to see again what happens in contrast if the S&P does poorly but the overall stock market does good, or vice versa. All right, so we'll go ahead and track this and put this into our portfolio. This does also have a dividend, which I love. I just love dividends. It makes me feel like the more dividends I get, the less I have to work. Maybe that's a good idea. So, all right, so that's the VTI. And lastly is our speculative stock. We're putting 5% into this. I'm choosing to start with gold. Just so you know, the rules for this stock and this 5% of the portfolio can be anything. It can change from month to month. We can trade it. We can do whatever we want, but it's just going to be 5%, and this is our speculative stock. Now we're going to move into our last speculative stock pick for this month, and that's going to be the Spider ETF for gold shares. I want to just show you something which is nuts. Look at the return, right, for this fund over just the past year itself is 57.94%. And for 3 years, 33%, 5 years, 18%, 10 years, 14%, and the life has been 10%. But again, that's going to be also because of how high gold is. Gold is up to like 4,200. But I mean, that blows my mind. So anyways, I love gold. I wish I could buy like real gold, but it's too expensive. So we're going to go with this ETF and give that a shot and see where it goes. Now, this one sadly does not have a dividend, but I'm hoping that gold just keeps rocking and rolling, and we'll see what we can do with it. Now we're getting into the Millionaire dashboard. So we're at the end of the video. I hope this has been really helpful. And as you can see, we have the total portfolio value. Got a little update here. Is at $1,001.49. Now you can see where it says total invested is $775. We've not hit the $1,000 yet because the $225 is waiting, because next week we're going to invest, and then the week after we're going to buy again some of the other stocks like the JP Morgan stock and VTI and gold, because I thought it'd be cool if we did it like every week. So we always bought a stock every at the beginning of the week. I thought that would be cool. So that's why I didn't do it also this month. You know what I mean? It won't be the total amount invested right away. But hey, we're up already $1.49. We are 1 month in, and we are 0.1% to our goal. So no dividend income yet, but that is the dashboard and the update that we have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And remember, the final thing is that everything that happens at the channel, one day, if it gets monetized, all the money that will come from here will go directly into the account. So, we'll go into buying ETFs and the portfolio, and that's really the hope for how we're going to hit some of those large numbers down the road. But listen, like I said, we've got to get it out there. We've got to do it. So listen, I'm really excited. Thank you again for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and talk to you all soon. All right, bye-bye.